The hidden wonder. The world forgot exists. What if I told you? There is a place on this earth, ancient beyond memory, beautiful beyond words, and almost completely forgotten by the world. Not hidden because it's difficult to reach. Hidden because the world simply stopped looking. This is not a place you find on a trending travel list. This is not on the cover of a magazine. No influencer has made this famous. And yet, people who have stood where I am standing right now have never been the same. Stay with me, because what I am about to show you will completely change the way you see this world. The tease. In this video, you are going to see things most people will never see in their lifetime. You will walk through history that predates most civilizations you were ever taught about in school. You will see a level of natural beauty so extreme, you will question whether this place is even real. You will understand why ancient kings chose this ground to build empires, why explorers gave up everything to find this place, and why, even today, the people who live here will tell you the same thing. This is the most special place on Earth. We're going to explore ancient history, breathtaking landscapes, hidden luxury, incredible culture, and I am going to take you to places that most tourists never reach. This is the journey of a lifetime. Let's go. The arrival. There's a specific feeling that happens when you arrive somewhere truly extraordinary. It is not excitement exactly. It is something quieter, something deeper. It is the feeling of realizing this place has existed for thousands of years. And somehow, you almost missed it. The moment I arrived here, I understood immediately. This was different. The air was different. The light was different. Even the silence felt different. Most people who travel the world are chasing the same checklist: Paris, Rome, Dubai, New York. And there's nothing wrong with those places. They are beautiful. But there is a category of destination that exists above all of that. Places where you don't just see beauty, you feel it in your chest. This is one of those places. And from the very first moment it demands your complete attention. The history here is not something you read in a museum. It is living, it is breathing. It is carved into every single rock, every building, every face of every elder who walks these paths. This place does not perform for tourists. It simply exists, the same way it has existed for centuries. And that is exactly what makes it extraordinary. The history. Let's talk about history, because if you want to truly understand a place, you cannot skip this part. You cannot understand what you're looking at until you understand what it took to build it. Thousands of years ago, when most of the world was still figuring out how to survive, the people of this land were building something extraordinary. They were architects, engineers, artists, leaders. The structures they left behind are not just beautiful. They are technically impossible by the standards of their time. And yet, here they stand. Still standing, still towering, still silently demanding the respect of every single person who comes to see them. Can you imagine what it took? No cranes, no modern tools, just human hands, human minds, and an unshakable belief that what they were creating mattered. That belief was right, because thousands of years later, we are still here, talking about what they built. The greatest empires in human history understood something that we sometimes forget today. Build something worthy of being remembered. And this civilization built something worthy of eternity. What you are looking at right now is not a ruin. This is a message from people who lived thousands of years before us, to you watching this screen right now. The message is this: we were here. We were great. Do not forget us. The landscape. But this place is not just history. Because while humans were building empires, nature was building something even more incredible. Look at this. Just look. There are places on this planet where nature seems to have decided to show off. Where everything, the mountains, the water, the sky, the light, all agree to be beautiful at exactly the same time. This is one of those places. The landscape here shifts constantly. One moment you're standing in a valley so deep and green, it feels like the inside of a jewel. The next, you are on a ridge, looking out at a view that stretches so far you begin to lose track of where the earth ends and the sky begins. The colors here are unlike anything I have ever seen, and I have been to a lot of places. The reds of the rock, the impossible blues of the water, the deep, ancient green of forests that have never been cut, and the wildlife. This land is alive in a way that most of the world is not. You hear it before you see it. Standing in the middle of this landscape, truly standing still, you realize something important. The world is not as small as your phone screen makes it seem. The world is enormous and wild and full of places like this. Places that are still untouched, still breathing, still waiting to be found. We spend so much of our lives inside walls, inside schedules, inside notifications, and then you come here, and you remember, this is what you were made for. This feeling, right here, this is not tourism. This is coming home to something ancient inside yourself. The culture now. I need to tell you about the people. Because every great destination in the world has one thing in common. Not just landscapes, not just history. People. The people of this place are unlike any I have ever encountered in all my years of travel. There is a word in many languages for a quality that is almost impossible to translate. It means the warmth of a stranger who treats you like family. The people here have that quality, deeply, naturally, without effort. The food alone is worth the journey. And I say that as someone who has eaten in restaurants across 4 continents. What they do here with simple ingredients, fire, hands, time, and tradition, is something no Michelin-starred kitchen can replicate. Because the ingredient you cannot buy or import is this: love. Love for the land, love for the tradition, love for the people sitting at the table. The markets here are a full sensory experience. Color, sound, smell, movement, all layered on top of each other in the most beautiful chaos you have ever walked through. And the traditions, the music, the art, the clothing. Every single element of daily life here is a living, breathing expression of a culture that has been developing and refining for thousands of years. When you watch this, when you really watch it, you realize something. The world has been wrong about what luxury means. Luxury is not a 5-star hotel. Luxury is not a business class seat. Luxury is this: being fully present in a moment that you know you will remember for the rest of your life. The luxury experience. Now let's talk about experiencing this place the right way. Because there is a difference between visiting a destination and truly experiencing it. The accommodation options here are some of the most thoughtfully designed spaces I have ever stayed in. This is not generic international hotel luxury. This is something far more rare. It is architecture that respects and reflects the landscape around it. Spaces designed to make you feel the destination, not escape from it. Imagine waking up every morning to a view like this. Coffee in hand, mist still sitting in the valley below you. Absolute silence, except for the birds. No agenda, no schedule, no notifications, just you and this. The private experiences available here are the kind of thing that people fly across the world and pay significant money for, and feel it was still worth every cent. Private guides who have been walking these paths for decades, who know where the light hits perfectly at 6 a.m., who know the story behind every single rock and tree and doorway. Private dinners under the open sky. Private sunrise moments at ancient sites before the crowds arrive, when it is just you and the stone and the quiet. This is the kind of travel that does not just fill your photo gallery. This is the kind of travel that fills the part of you that had gone empty. The part that needed to be reminded why being alive is extraordinary. True luxury, real, lasting luxury, is not about what you spend. It is about what you come back home carrying inside you. And I promise you, what you carry home from here is priceless. The emotional climax. I want to stop here for a moment and get honest with you. We live in a world that is moving incredibly fast, where everything demands your attention at the same time, where it is genuinely difficult to feel anything deeply because everything is designed to make you feel everything all at once, and deeply feel nothing. Travel, real travel, is one of the last antidotes to that. Coming to a place like this, a place that is older than every system and screen and structure we have built, forces something to happen inside you. You slow down, you breathe, you look up, and for the first time in a long time, you are completely, genuinely, fully here.
I have watched people arrive at places like this carrying the full weight of their lives, the stress, the pressure, the exhaustion. And I have watched them quietly, without fanfare, put it down. There is something this ancient, untouched, forgotten world offers that nothing else can. Perspective. The reminder that you are part of something immeasurably larger than your to-do list, that beauty exists, profound, overwhelming, free beauty, and it has always existed, waiting, patient, for you to come and find it. The world did not forget this place because it isn't worthy of attention. The world forgot this place because the world got busy. But you found it, right now, and I hope, with everything in me, that at some point in your life, you come here yourself. You stand in this light. You breathe this air. And you remember what it feels like to be a human being standing on a magnificent planet, amazed, grateful, and alive. Call to action. If you want to visit this destination, and I truly, genuinely believe you should, here is what I recommend. The best time to visit is during the dry season, when the skies are clear, the paths are accessible, and the light is at its most extraordinary. Book a local guide, not a generic tour operator, a local guide, someone who was born here, who loves it here, and who will show you places no itinerary will ever list. Stay for longer than you think you need to. This is not a one-day destination. Give yourself the time to actually arrive, mentally, emotionally, and let the place do what it does. Bring less than you think you need. The best experiences here require only your full attention. And go with an open heart, because this place will meet you exactly where you are and take you somewhere better. The outro. If this video moved you, if it made you feel something, do me a small favor. Hit that like button. It genuinely helps this kind of content reach the people who need to see it. Subscribe if you want to travel the world like this, deeply, authentically, with purpose. And drop a comment below telling me, what hidden wonder would you most want to visit? I read every single comment. I want to know. This channel exists for one reason only, to show you that this world, despite everything, is still breathtakingly, heart-stoppingly, unexplainably beautiful. And there are still places on it that will make you feel grateful to be alive. We will see you in the next one.